And it is YouTube after all. And it's going
I
to
do
be a
like the
fun one.
thumbnail. Thumbnail looks great.
Yeah, no, thank you. It looks. I took me forever to find one that I liked. I just hope Disney doesn't. Hope the mouse doesn't chop down my door with an axe tonight for using that. But we'll see.
That gives me an idea for a short. Since Mickey's in public domain now, they should do a thing, like maybe call it. Well, I know there was a movie called Mouse Hunt where Mickey Mouse goes after all the people who have like infringed on Disney's IPs.
That's a good idea, actually.
I would love that.
Let's write it. Let's do it. I'm for it.
Yes.
All right. Let me close this out here. I got all my tabs open, and we are good to go. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1. Greetings, programs. We're back for another episode of the Nerd Cave Retro Show. My name is Jason Robbins.
And my name is Derek Diamond.
So it has been a busy couple of weeks for me. I don't know how it is for you, Derek.
It's been a busy couple of days, especially. I know you've got your show coming up.
Yeah,
So I'm sure that's taking up a lot of your time.
I'm not supposed to say anything. I'm supposed to keep it under wraps, but I don't care. I'm going to tell everybody about it because I want you guys to watch it if you can. We're not going to be here next week because I have something I've been working on for the past few weeks. My longtime bass player and friend, Mikey, from the band Fall As Well that I was in, which actually I just released a video for Lazy Eye couple of days ago. It took me a while to work on, but me and him have
Video
been
was
playing
great,
together.
by the way.
Thank you very much. But we got to ask to do a Three Doors Down Memorial tribute medley for an award show, and that's going to be next Tuesday night at 7 p.m. Central. And it's going to be live streamed to Facebook, and then it's going to be on one of the local Fox stations like a week or two afterwards. But if you want to watch it live, I will just keep an eye on my Facebook. I might put the link in the Nerd Cave Retro Facebook, I'll put it in the Nerd Cave Retro Discord too. And if you're not a member of the Discord, go to nerdcaveretro.com. Just hit that Discord button. That'll take you right to Discord. It's so easy. It's like making toast or something. I don't know. It's very easy to join Discord. And you can get that link, and you can watch us play it live at 7 p.m. Tuesday the 21st, which is going to be awesome. I'm not supposed to tell people about it because it's supposed to be a surprise, but how are people supposed to know about it if I can't tell people about it? So I'm telling you guys now.
That's so interesting that you're doing this big thing and they're like, oh, but don't talk about it.
Like, don't tell anybody. Like,
but we're live streaming it.
Yeah. How am I supposed to get people to watch if you won't let me tell people we're doing it?
No, exactly.
But that'll
be really cool.
There may be some surprises with it too. We don't know yet. So just keep an eye. And but yeah, if you want to be there, I'll put the link up everywhere that night, and you can watch it live. So that's what I've been working on the last couple of weeks, and now we're kind of in crunch time this week. And of course, Monday night is the night we'll be setting up and doing sound check and all that stuff, which is the night before. So I'm not gonna have any time to play anything or review anything or anything. So we're just gonna take next week off, is what we're gonna do.
Yeah, no, that'll be good. And it's been a while since we've just legit taken a week off. So
yeah,
it's funny you mentioned crunch time because it's kind of the same for me. We've been working on a documentary for my day job, and we're premiering it Sunday night in Panama City. So that's all I've been doing this week has been editing.
I can imagine.
And I gotta have it done by Thursday. So then it can be reviewed, and any tweaks that need to be made, I can do that on Friday. That way it'll be done for Sunday night.
So by Monday, you'll be ready for a little R&R, some time off.
Yeah. So whenever you texted me and was like, I can't do a show on the 20th, I'm like, hey, that's perfect timing.
Well, that's
It works
good.
out for both of us.
Yeah. So have you been playing anything lately? I haven't been playing anything except Balatro when I can.
I've been playing Banjo Tooie lately, but I haven't played it in a good 3 to 4 days. Just because, like I said, it's been like it's gotten to the point where I was like bringing the files home, and I would work on them for like an hour or so, just so I don't get myself in too tight of a deadline. So
Yeah.
last few days I haven't really had a chance to play anything. No.
But yeah, hopefully over the next week or so, once all this is out of the way, I'll kind of feel like I can breathe again. Once this is done, because this is a huge deal. So we've really been pouring ourselves into it, trying to do it right, and it takes a lot of practice and just all the little things we got to get done, and it's a lot of work, but it's gonna be a great night. So I'm looking forward to it, but looking forward to a little time off too.
Yeah, the decompression it makes you appreciate
Yeah.
time off when you work on a big project like this.
Especially when you're 48 years old and you're not 20 anymore.
I'm learning that more and more every day.
Yep. But if there's nothing else you want to bring up before we hit our topic for tonight.
No, nothing else I can think of.
All right. Well, you know what we're doing this week, everybody? We're doing top 5 Disney games, and I don't have a theme for it or anything. Actually, I'll play this. This is our theme.
Monkey.
There we go. Thank you, King Koopa from the original Super Mario Brothers movie. But
The definitive. No, I'm kidding. I can't even finish that statement.
But did you want to do your list first?
Yeah, I can do that. So this was an interesting list to put together because I thought of the first 2 to 3 fairly easily, and then I kind of had to do some Google searching of what are the best Disney games ever made, and there was several that I had played that I had almost forgotten about, and then there's some that I've been meaning to play, but obviously haven't got the chance to yet.
And there's a lot that I have played that were not good that I couldn't put on my list.
Well, there was that too.
Yeah.
But this was a fun list to put together and a fun little stroll down memory lane. I've only got 2 honorable mentions, so I'll go through those real quick. The first one is Darkwing Duck for the NES, which I reviewed a while back on the show. Surprisingly, pretty fun little platformer. It captures the Darkwing Duck universe fairly well. I think it looks good for an NES game, and it plays surprisingly well.
See, I'm surprised that wasn't on your actual top 5 list because I remember how much you liked that game, and I know you're a huge Darkwing Duck fan.
If this had been a top 10, it would have been number 6.
Chuck says, you love Lion King. Don't lie. I don't think anybody loves the Lion King game. I don't think anybody could get past, level 3 or whatever it was.
Spoiler alert. That game is not on my list. There's things I like about that game. It looks great, and I love the soundtrack, but...
Yeah, Nick says he's been playing Conquer and Smash Brothers 64. That sounds kind of fun.
Man, that sounds like right up my alley.
Yeah.
My last honorable mention is Goof Troop, which is actually an underrated Super Nintendo game. It plays more like an adventure game, from what I can remember. Most Super Nintendo games look decent. This one looks really good. It sounds good. So it didn't crack my list, but I had a lot of fun with it. But moving into my actual list, number 5 is Castle of Illusion, starring Mickey Mouse for the Sega Genesis. Mm-hmm. People forget, and I'm guilty of it too, there were some great Disney games for the Sega Genesis. The Illusion series... specifically, there was also Donald Duck's Quackshot, which I have not played yet, but I want to review sooner rather than later.
Yeah, I think it was
because that was
Tyler
near the
Watson.
top of a lot of people's list.
Tyler Watson really wanted us to do Quackshot.
Yeah, we'll have to rectify that
Yeah.
sooner rather than later. But all the illusion games are fun. Castle just stood out a little more to me, and that's why it cracked the top 5. Number 4, and you might find it surprising that it's this low on my list, is DuckTales, specifically the remastered version, and that's not a knock on the original at all. The original is a masterpiece. But with the remaster, it looks just like the cartoon. It sounds just like the cartoon.
Yeah.
And it
So
offers
good.
some good quality of life improvements. It's just, and the voice acting, like it's the same voices from the show. It's just, it's tough to make a near perfect game even better. But it was pulled off
Yeah.
with DuckTales Remastered, in my opinion. Number 3, and this could have easily been 1 or 2. It's that good of a game, and that is Aladdin, specifically the Sega Genesis version. This is one that's up high on a lot of lists. Aladdin is my favorite Disney movie of all time, and you feel like, and I'm going to sound like a broken record, but you feel like you're in Agrabah. You feel like you're in the Cave of Wonders. It's just pure, unadulterated fun. And I love this game a lot. Number 2 is a game that I wanted to play as a kid, but never really got the chance to until I reviewed it here on the show, and that is The Magical Quest starring Mickey Mouse. It was a Super Nintendo exclusive, though it was remade for the Game Boy Advance years later. But this game was cool in the sense that you had different outfits that Mickey could wear.
Yeah.
You would have like your you'd get a turban where you would basically be a magician.
I was trying to remember what game that was. I remember you reviewing this, and I wanted to play it. I just never got around to it.
Oh, it's great. So you have different suits you can use. The level design is great. It's just, it's a really underrated platformer, in my opinion. But my number 1, and this was no debate, this is, and probably will forever be my favorite Disney game, and that is Kingdom Hearts. I remember when this game was announced, I was like, what? You're putting Final Fantasy, essentially, with Disney.
Yeah.
Like, how is that going to work? But man, it's almost surreal, even going back and playing it today, because you have these original characters that are created for the game, but they interact with specifically Mickey and Donald because they join your team. But you get to go to all these different worlds. Like you get to go in the Little Mermaid world, so you essentially turn into a merman. You go to Alice in Wonderland's. You go to Wonderland. You get to go to so many cool, iconic places, and that's something that I never would have imagined. It's got a great story. The sequel is good too. Like Kingdom Hearts 2 is a great game, but I will always have more sentimental value for the first one. I have not played the third one yet, nor most of the 50,000 spinoffs that have been made as a result of this, but I love Kingdom Hearts. It's such a good game.
I didn't know there was a collectible card game version of Kingdom Hearts as well. I didn't know that. That sounds awesome. Always love a good card game.
Oh, Armish says the Genesis version. I'm assuming he's talking about Aladdin.
Yeah, I
Was
think so.
dope. Yeah, it's so good.
That game just looks great. The actual animation of the characters and everything just looks so good on the Genesis.
I'm telling you that style, that art style, will never get old.
Yeah, never. And for my list, I also only have 2 honorable mentions, and the first one is Tailspin for the NES. I love Tailspin, the show, and I know this game's not that great. I know that. I need to review it one of these days. I haven't played it since I was a kid, but I had this. I still have it, and I loved playing it as a kid. So I don't know if it holds up or not, but I did have a lot of fun playing it when I was a kid. That might be something I need to review here soon, is the original Tailspin for the NES.
Once you fire it up, you have to go, oh.
Tailspin. One up there with DuckTales is one of the best theme songs of all time.
Oh, absolutely. It's so good.
And this next game technically technically I've never played this game, but this is one of my girlfriend's favorite games for the PS2, Cars. I just enjoy watching her play this game because it's like semi-open world and you got like all the voices and all that stuff, and it's just kind of a cool game. I don't know, I might need to play it and review it one of these days.
You should. I completely forgot about this game, honestly.
It's got some great voice work in it, and like it just seems kind of fun. Like I've never actually sat and played it, but I do enjoy watching her play it. For my actual list, at number 5, of course, for the reasons you said, Castle of Illusion for the Genesis. That game holds up like crazy. That game is so good. That game is one of the games that made me want to get a Genesis when I was a kid, because I remember looking at all the magazines, and that was always a screenshot of Castle of Illusion was always in the Sega Genesis advertisements, like before Sonic came along. It was like that was the big selling point, was Castle of Illusion with Mickey Mouse. But of course, never got a Genesis when I was a kid, but did get to play it as an adult. And let me tell you, that game's great if you've never played it.
Mm-hmm.
At number 4, Kingdom Hearts for the PS2. Reviewed it a few years ago. I unfortunately, I know I'm going to get a lot of flack for this. Never actually finished the game, but from what I did play, I really did enjoy. I do want to get back to it one of these days when I get some time to finish it, because there was something. One of the cool things about it's very dreamlike. Do you ever? It has that.
Yeah.
I don't know how to quite describe it. It's almost like when you go into those worlds, like the like the Alice in Wonderland, world that you go into with like the queen and her castle and all that stuff. It's like, it feels like everything's like made out of cardboard or something, or like you're in a it's
Like a simulation.
yeah, like a simulation or a weird dream state or something. It's just something about that game just makes me feel dreamy.
Well, it is a dreamy game.
Yeah, I like it. I need to finish it is what I need to do. At number
You
3, one of the greatest NES games, but it never gets talked about enough, Chip 'n Dale's Rescue Rangers for the NES. I don't know if I ever reviewed this for the show. If I haven't, I need to, and if I did, I'll need to go back and listen to the episode, because I love Chip 'n Dale's Rescue Rangers for the NES. It's up there. It's not quite, I wouldn't say it's up there with DuckTales, but it's like right underneath it. Like if DuckTales is here as a perfect NES game, I would say, Chip 'n Dale's is like if DuckTales was a 10, Chip 'n Dale's is like an 8 or 9. Like it's right there as a great game.
So you did review it for
did.
the show. It was volume 264, March
yeah.
9th, 2022.
Wow, it was 4 years ago. I don't even remember.
That feels like
reviewing it
another
for the show.
lifetime ago.
I know. God, it feels like yesterday and forever ago at the same time. Like I can't. Oh, it's weird.
But yeah, Chip 'n Dale is one of those underrated gems for the NES for sure.
And if you've never played it, please go play it. It's so good, especially if you're a Disney Afternoon fan. No brainer. At number 2, this was a weird game that for the Xbox that I don't know anybody that had this game, but I remember buying it at Walmart on sale for like $10 back in the day for the original Xbox. It's Tron 2.0. Did you ever play Tron 2.0 for the Xbox?
I'll be honest, I haven't thought about this game once since it came out until you just mentioned it.
It's such,
I remember it coming out, but no, I never played it.
it's like Halo, but in the Tron universe. Like it's a first-person shooter kind of game, but set in that original Tron universe. Like the way it looks, like the original Tron movie. Like that's what that's the world you're in, and it's awesome. I'd love to go back and play it again if I can. If I ever get my hands on an original Xbox again, I'm getting Tron 2.0. Then it also had light cycles on it as like an extra little bonus game with the disc. I mean, come on, man. That's so cool.
Yeah, that's a nice little bonus feature. It makes me think of in Tron Legacy, whenever they break out Flynn's original light cycle
Yeah.
to go back onto the grid. I'm like,
Yeah.
that's a
That was
nice
cool.
little nugget.
And at my number one spot, I mean, everybody could have guessed this one, DuckTales, the NES version and the remake. I combined them both into the number one spot because let me tell you, whether you play the NES version or the remake, they're both perfect video games, and you should play one or the other or both. Play them both. Play the NES version first and then play the remake. I don't care. Either way, you should be playing DuckTales right now because it's so good.
So nice, you should play it twice.
Exactly. I don't know what you're doing. Like, why are you listening to us? Go play some DuckTales right now.
It's such an easy game to pick up too.
Oh yeah.
And you get sucked right in immediately. It's such a great game.
And like you said, that remake, man, it is like playing the cartoon. It's just so good. I wish they would make another one. I really do. It had to have been done well enough to deserve getting a sequel. Getting the sequel of that game. There was a second NES game made. I don't know why they didn't do another remake.
I was actually going to ask you, have you ever played DuckTales 2?
I never have. Never got to play it. I almost had a copy of it, though. I don't know if you remember a couple of years ago, I ran across a really busted up copy of it at the local game traders, and they wanted like $95 for it or something. And so I kind of hemmed and hawed about it because I didn't really. I know it's an expensive game, but I was like, man, it's kind of busted up and everything. But I was like, I'm gonna go ahead and get it. But then I went back to get it, and it was gone. So I never got my hands on it. So maybe another one will pop up one of these days.
Maybe so.
But that brings us to the end of our lists. And before we go into your list, Derek, would you like to do our Patreon shout outs?
As always, we like to shout out our awesome patrons over at patreon.com/nerdcaveretro. We want to shout out Jam the Ottoman, a.k.a. Sirum11590, Zachary Herring, Eek7674, Omnislick, Alex the Alley Cat, Justin Nispel, Riley, the official NCR fact checker, Mr. Wally Phelps, Nick W., Old the Zombie, Yup Fed, a.k.a. Knife, Raven, Daniel Salmon, a.k.a. Bethany Fox, our amazing Discord community manager, Mr. B-Res Coffee himself, Mike Eveland, Xblade07, you know him as Carlos Longoria, we know him as I Am the Rampage. Staff Sergeant Sketch, Gus and Penny, Matthew Salmon, and now we introduce a man who is known all around the world. Known in the financial district as Richard. Known in the exotic dance world as Yvonne. Known on the West Coast as Ellis. Known in Philadelphia as Marco Sandwich.
Yeah.
The American Salad. Venus the golf instructor. A man who knows his potato. You'd think he was from the state of Idaho. That's how much he knows his potato.
Is it just me, or does Marco Sandwich just sound delicious? Like it sounds like an Italian with like some I don't know, with like a dipping sauce or something.
And a ton of capicola.
Yeah.
We actually have this running thing in our group chat where we'd love to own like our own retro gaming store / restaurant. And I would want to be the chef. And we would do a sandwich special. It'd be an Italian hoagie called Marco Sandwich.
Yeah. And on Thursdays, we're having Mega Manwiches.
Yes. And don't forget wall meat on Fridays.
Yeah, wall meat. Don't forget that.
He is accompanied by his manager, Sir Marcus Vontavious Alabama Chicken. The Dream Chaser! I could hear myself echo.
Yeah.
He is a violinist. He is a pianist. And overall, an enjoyer of music. The undisputed Nerd Cave Retro heavyweight champion of the world, Joey Image.
Yes.
Off clap.
And I always picture when you scream Dream Chaser, your wife is probably in the next room like, what is he doing in there?
She hasn't asked about it yet. I do know she can hear me. Like when I was in my old room, she could barely hear me, but it was also much better soundproof than this one is.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, she's aware. And last but not least,
Mom and Diamond.
Donna Diamond, thank you all so much for your continued contributions and keeping the lights on for us here at the Nerd Cave Retro Podcast. We say it every week, but you know what? We're going to say it again. For as little as $1 a month, you get your own RSS feed. If you're a podcast fan, having your own personal feed is pretty dang cool. Mm-hmm. And that comes with ad-free editions of these episodes. So if you just want to hear conversations like this completely uninterrupted, it just costs you $1 a month. And you get early access to our bonus episodes, which include commentary tracks, roundtable discussions. We've also done a Dungeons and Dragons campaign. And for this month, we did a pretty fun conversation with Joey Image and at TV's Travis talking about the Warriors.
Yeah, that was a great episode. That was really fun.
And you get early access to fun conversations like that. So if you want to be a part of our awesome Patreon community, just head over to patreon.com/nerdcaveretro. And for new patrons, be sure to send us your social media info so we can give you a proper shout out.
And let's see, I don't have a theme for, here we go. I'll play this for the theme for your top 5 lists.
I love the Power Glove. It's so bad.
So up first, we have, we didn't get a whole lot of submissions for this one this week, which is surprising because usually when it comes to Disney stuff, everybody's all over it. But I don't know what's going on with you guys this week. We only got about 5 submissions this week, so get on it if you haven't turned in your top 5s.
Yeah, this one really surprised me. I thought they'd be breaking the Discord server to post these, but it's all right.
But up first, we have from Facebook, Mr. Mark Simmons, a.k.a. Mushmouth TB, who was a guest host when Derek was gone a while back, and he did one of the Final Fantasies and did an entire whiteboard explanation of the plot, and it was fantastic. I don't remember what episode that was, but yeah, you'll find it. It's in there somewhere. Up first,
quite possibly the best episode in the show's history.
He says, up first, we have Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep. This is the one that makes the whole franchise make sense, but the catch is you have to play the game. Kingdom Hearts. This game introduced the world of Final Fantasy to the world of Disney whimsy and what does that say? That's a typo. Says something in a fanciful story about a boy from an island traveling with Goofy and Donald. A piece of shit wizard can't even cast a healing spell before I die as they try to find King Mickey. A really wonderful first outing that deserves the spinoffs and sequels it got. And Kingdom Hearts 2. This is the good one, but the catch is you have to wait 3 hours to play the game. Okay. Kingdom Hearts Melody of Memory. This is just a fun rhythm game that recaps the entirety of the Kingdom Hearts saga thus far. It's cute and fun, and you can tap along to Disney songs. And last but not least, Kingdom Hearts 3. This is the one that makes the whole franchise make sense, but the catch is you have to play the game. So I guess what he's saying is you have to play the Kingdom Hearts games.
Hey, in order for a game to make sense,
you
gotta play it.
Yeah.
I mean, that's pretty solid logic.
Yeah. I mean, hey, makes sense to me.
I love that every submission of his was Kingdom Hearts, by the way.
Yeah.
That was great.
I'm surprised that he didn't put anything else up there. I mean, it was all Kingdom Hearts all the time.
Yeah, he's an interesting cat.
Yeah.
I love Mark Simmons, though. Next up is Nick, who actually inspired this list. So his honorable mentions, Kingdom Hearts 2, great game, but I prefer Kingdom Hearts 1. Castle of Illusion, awesome 16-bit Genesis game. Totally agree with that. World of Illusion, another great exclusive 16-bit Disney game made for the Genesis. Lion King, way too hard, but still worth mentioning as it's not terrible. It has great art and follows the movie very well. And that's honestly what makes that game even more frustrating, is it's one of the better looking,
Yeah.
and it has a great feel for the Lion King. I mean, they use the same music and all of that, but beginning of the game is just so ridiculously hard that you can't even enjoy it.
It's a great looking game that no one's ever seen because
That's-
they can't get past the first part.
That's the I just can't wait to be king musical number. And then The Great Circus Mystery starring Mickey and Minnie, a short game with only 6 levels, but it was super fun playing through it on the Genesis. It was made by Capcom. This game doesn't sound familiar.
Yeah, me
I may
neither.
have to check that out.
If it was Capcom, you know it's good.
Oh, 100%. On to my top 5. Number 5, Disney's Toy Story 2 Buzz Lightyear to the Rescue. A great 3D platformer for the PS1. It follows the movie and very fun to play. If you're looking for a great 3D platformer, I recommend it. It's on PlayStation Network for PS4 and 5, and there are even trophies. Number 4, Aladdin for the Genesis. Awesome 16-bit Disney game. I preferred this version over the SNES version. And that's the general consensus, is that the Genesis is maybe not vastly, but it is superior to the Super Nintendo version.
Yeah.
Number 3, Kingdom Hearts, an awesome action RPG made by Square. You go to lots of different worlds, all from different Disney movies. My personal favorites are Halloween Town and Jungle Book. Number 2, Quackshot, one of the best Disney games ever made. It's exclusive to the Sega Genesis. You star as Donald Duck, and it's sort of a Metroidvania-style game. Donald has a plunger as his main weapon, which will be updated throughout your adventure. The red one allows you to climb walls, and the green one allows you to hang on to birds. There's a huge variety of levels like Egypt, a Viking ship, Aztec temple, Duckburg, etc. You'll even see other characters from Donald's universe like his nephews and Gyro Gearloose. Highly recommend. It's a masterpiece for the Genesis.
Sounds
We
like
got to
need
play this game.
Yeah, we have to.
Yeah. And number 1, DuckTales. One of the best games on the NES despite being very easy.
Yeah, that's the thing. It is a pretty easy game, but I think that's where the joy comes from. It's so easy, but it's ultimately replayable. So you just never get tired of it because it is such a good game.
Great soundtrack too.
Yeah. Up next, we have Brandon Rutledge, our good friend, the Emerald Coast fact checker. Just wanted to make sure I got to the right one. Let's see. His special... let me start here. Honorable mentions. Disney Think Fast. Of course, I'll pick a trivia game. I don't think I've ever heard of Disney Think Fast.
I don't think I have either. But he does love him some trivia.
Yeah, he does. Toy Story Mania. Not as good as the attraction at Hollywood Studios, but still a fun game for the Wii. Mickey Mouse
God,
Capade.
they made that for the...
Yeah, no. Mickey Mouse Capade, only because of Game Grumps. I thought about putting Mickey Mouse Capade on my list, but I hated that game when I was a kid. It was terrible. I hated it. Even though it was a Capcom game, it just wasn't good. I just couldn't get into it. Castle of Illusion starring Mickey Mouse. Great platformer for the Genesis. Split Second, made by Disney Interactive, so it counts. One of very few non-kart racers I like. Mickey Speedway USA on the N64 on his N64 wish list. Didn't you review Mickey Speedway? Thought you did.
Yeah, it's a good game. I liked it.
Chippendale Rescue Rangers, amazing early co-op game for the NES. I agree. The Lion King, my last cut for my top 5. Screw that. Can't wait to be king level. And yeah, everybody hates that level.
Yeah.
He says, special honorable mention for the Kingdom Hearts franchise, aside from the games that made my top 5. Oops, spoilers. Number 5, Aladdin. I like both SNES and Genesis versions. I also own a PS4 port with every single version made, including Japanese. Now that's dedication. Number 4, Goof Troop. This game has no right being this good of a co-op game. Number 3, DuckTales. Woo! Number 2, Kingdom Hearts. Probably my second favorite video game of all time, with 1.5 Final Mix being the best version. And number
I always
1,
forget about that version.
Kingdom Hearts 2. Gameplay and story-wise, easily the best of the Kingdom Hearts franchise. Seems like people have a lot of love for Kingdom Hearts 2.
Dig it. I haven't played that game in so long, but I remember liking it a lot.
Yeah.
Next up, we have Curse/Chuck. Didn't play a lot of Disney games, but I can scrape together 5 probably. Number 5, and I forgot about these games, but I've heard a lot of good things about them. Epic Mickey 1 and 2 for the Wii. Didn't own a lot of stuff on the Wii, but we did have these. They were average, I guess, but enjoyable. Number 4, Kingdom Hearts 358/2 DS. Aside from Zelda and Layton games, I rarely played much else on our DS. Another that was average, not bad, but nothing outstanding. Kingdom Hearts Remix 1.5 PS3 is his number 3. Same as above game and one other Kingdom Hearts game, just upscale graphics. Slightly above average this time around with the inclusion of the other Kingdom Hearts game. Number 2, Castle of Illusion for the Genesis. Excellent game. One of the first games I played until I won as a kid. Fun. And number 1, Walt Disney World Quest Magical Racing Tour DC. I bought my Dreamcast around the time I got married, and as I said before, my wife and I would play this game together a lot in our apartment back then.
That might be something I need to drag out for the Dreamcast. That sounds fun.
Yeah.
And last but not least, we have Mr. Tyler Watson, the official fact checker to the fact checker. He says at number 5, The Nightmare Before Christmas, The Pumpkin King for the Game Boy Advance, a Metroidvania-style prequel to the original movie. You play as Jack as he faces off against Oogie Boogie to claim the crown of the Pumpkin King. Jack is able to take multiple forms with different abilities. This actually sounds kind of good.
It does.
Number 4, Tron 2.0 killer app for the Game Boy Advance. Normally, I hate the isometric perspective in games, but this one is okay. This game, along with all the Tron 2.0 games and comics, was the canonical sequel to Tron before Tron Legacy came out. Very fun, and you can unlock the original Tron and Disc of Tron arcade games for it. And I forgot about that. They had that on the Xbox version as well. They had the original Tron and Discs of Tron on the.
That's really cool.
On that. Number 3, Mickey Mania: The Timeless Adventures of Mickey Mouse for the Super Nintendo. Developed for Mickey's 65th birthday, it has you play as Mickey in various stages based on his cartoons, starting with Steamboat Willie and The Prince and the Pauper. It's a fun little platformer. I've never heard of some of these games, but they sound fun.
I haven't either.
Number 2.
That Mickey Mania sounds really fun.
Yeah, I think we might have to review that one. That sounds kind of fun.
Yeah.
Number 2, DuckTales Remastered for the PS3. Yeah, I'm going with this over the original. It just looks, plays, and sounds better. Plus, you got all the original living at the time voice actors back to reprise the roles, and it was the last Alan Young Scrooge McDuck performance. But I do have to disagree. I do agree. Of course, it looks better. It's 25 years after the original, but come on, the original NES game, still one of the best looking NES games out there.
I would agree with that.
And at number 1, Chippendales Rescue Rangers for the NES. Still my favorite Disney game. I had this growing up and have beaten it multiple times. A fun and challenging platformer. It had great stages, interesting enemies, and tough bosses. I loved getting to hear a loop of an 8-bit rendition of the theme each time I completed it. I agree. I love Chippendales Rescue Rangers. It's such a good game.
Chippendale
Rescue Rangers. We need to do a commentary for
some of
those too. That sounds fun.
I want to say we've done at least one episode of Rescue Rangers, but it's been a long time.
Yeah, it's been so long I don't even remember.
We'll just have to make sure we watch the right episode.
Yeah, exactly. And before we go, we got just a few minutes. Since we're not going to be here next week, I do want to go over one of these news stories that we got, and I can't remember. It was either Ryan or Armez Jackson sent us this here. They dropped this in the Discord the other day too. So let me play the news thing here. From Games Radar Plus, tech.yahoo.com. After spending $60,000 on an unheard of first-party Nintendo prototype, Anonymous Collector pulls the ultimate good guy move and releases the ROM for preservationists to study for free. Let's see. Every time a rare piece of video game history goes up for sale, the preservation community holds its collective breath. Will that item be available for historians to study, or will it rot in a collector's hoard forever? That was the fear when an extremely unique prototype of Nintendo Classic Punch-Out was auctioned off for more than $60,000 earlier this year. Luckily, the anonymous collector who paid for the likely one-of-a-kind cartridge has made the good guy move. An early NES prototype of Punch-Out was found in 2026, according to the folks at the Cutting Room Floor Wiki, which documents early development versions of many games. The prototype cartridge allegedly belonged to a former Nintendo of America employee who had sold it in a garage sale. God. The cartridge was auctioned. Why can't I find stuff like this at garage sales, Derek? Come on, man.
I wish I could answer that for you.
Let's see.
Maybe one day.
He says the cartridge was auctioned off at a Heritage auction and sold for over $60,000 to an anonymous user who graciously allowed the prototype ROM to be released. So what makes it unique? Well, it appears to contain an early development build of Punch-Out from long before Mike Tyson's name and likeness were licensed for the game. Started up as normal, you'll see only 4 of the final game's fighters, though some of the others are buried in the code. There's even a hidden debug menu that would allow developers to cycle through various animations. And I think it was Joey that sent us, our good friend Joey Image sent us a YouTube video the other day that I watched. And it's pretty cool. I mean, it boots up like the game, but it's got some, some differences there. You play Glass Joe. I think you can play Von Kaiser. Who else could you play? I think King Hippo.
I can't remember.
King Hippo and one more. But then some of the other ones, like you could go in that weird debug mode, and they would just go through the animations. Like you couldn't actually fight them. They would like go across the screen in these weird like different animations that they would do. And then some of the dialogue was different for, how in between rounds, like little Max says something and then the fighter will say something, but all the fighters all had the same random thing that was on there, but nothing, for each particular fighter. It was just a really interesting look at how these games were put together back in the day. So I'll have to look up that YouTube video and put a link to it if it's not already in the video channel on our Discord. But it's a really cool video to watch. It's only about 10 minutes long, but it shows you everything that's on the prototype, even the cover. It had an interesting cover with just a cartoon version of Glass Joe on it. And that was it. But I don't even know how did it. And that was one of the questions. Like, how did it get to the point where it even had like a cover sticker on the actual cartridge? If it was a one-off, like it's just a weird piece of history.
It is. Yeah, it's one of those things that it just doesn't really make any sense. Like how did this make its way into the wild?
I mean, how do you own something like this and then just sell it at a garage sale? Like that's insanity.
I'd like to know what they were on when they did that.
But it's pretty cool, and I just wish I could come across stuff like this. I mean, it's a piece of history that you don't normally get to see stuff like how a game gets developed. Like a developer copy of the game. It's just such a strange thing to be out there in the world.
Yeah, and it also says here, too, Nintendo is famously secretive in the notion of a development build of one of its games, however old, going public for the world to study is extremely cool. It's doubly cool when you consider the mentality that many prototype collectors have about these sorts of cartridges, with many of them feeling that it devalues their collection if the digital contents of the cartridge are made public.
Yeah.
Whoever bought this, I give them all the credit in the world for pulling a Robin Hood.
Yeah.
And this basically what he did, stole from the rich and gave to the poor.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, if I had millions of dollars and I could just buy stuff like this, I would do the same thing. I would let the ROMs go to the out in the wild just for people to study it. I mean, this is video game history. It belongs in a museum, you know, like Indiana Jones says, it belongs in a museum.
That was a good impression. It belongs in a museum.
But that's all we really have time for this week. We're going to go ahead and get out of here. And like I said, don't forget, everybody, we're not going to be here next week. I got my big show coming up next Tuesday night, so keep an eye on Facebook and all that stuff so that you guys can know where to go watch it. And Derek, that's going to be all for this week. Is there anything else we need to do before we get out of here for this week?
No, I don't think so. Yeah, if you want to just give me a follow on social media, or specifically Threads and Instagram at Derek D. Diamond, you can just give me a follow there.
Awesome. Yeah, just go follow me everywhere at JFunktastic, and tell your friends about the show. I mean, we're here at 10 years. You know, a lot of people don't like to listen to podcasts because they're like, I don't want to get to listen to something and then they're going to go away after like 10 episodes. No, we've been here 10 years. We're not going anywhere. We ain't pod fading anytime soon. We're almost to 500 episodes. We ain't stopping anytime soon. So tell people to come listen to us, that if they like retro games, they like video games, they just like pop culture in general. Tell them to send them a link to the show and see if they like it. They might like it.
Yeah.
But other than that, I think that's all I got for this week. And Derek, anything else before we leave tonight?
No, just hope everybody has a good rest of your week and next week, since we won't be here.
Yeah, so we're going to go ahead and walk out the door. If you want to email us at nerdcaveretro@gmail.com. Guess what? You can leave us a voice message at voicecast.app/NCR. You don't have to sign up for anything. You don't have to take no cookies or nothing. You just go there, you leave a message, and we'll get it and play it on the show. It's that simple. nerdcaveretro.com is our link tree. That takes you everywhere you need to go. All the social medias, the Patreon, the voicemail, and of course the merch shop, which is ncrmerch.com. We got all kind of designs for t-shirts, hats, stickers, magnets, bags, mugs, whatever your nerdy heart desires. And if you can't do that, I understand times they tough. If you know what's free, leaving us a review and or a 5-star rating on all podcasting platforms. So Derek, please tell them what it's all about.
May the way of the hero lead to the Triforce.
Yes.
Oh, a fellow chucker, eh?
And that's an episode, everybody. Oh, man, Chuck says he sold all of his Gen 1 Transformers at a garage sale. Dude, why would you do that? That makes me hurt.
I feel like most of us didn't think about that kind of stuff back then.
Yeah. Oh, I remember at a garage sale when I was a kid. I was probably 12 years old, and I sold all my original G.I. Joe stuff when I was a kid, because I was like 12 years old. I was like, I don't need toys anymore, so I sold all my G.I. Joe stuff at a garage sale that my mom and dad had, and I regret that to this day.
Yeah, I did that with all my Power Rangers stuff. A lot of my like Gen 2 video games. I do still have all my Ninja Turtle stuff.
Yeah, I still have a few of my Ninja Turtle things too. Chuck says Jetfire was still in the box. Dude, that makes me hurt. Ooh, if you can only go back in time.
Yeah.
But we're going to go ahead and get out of here. Let me play our little outro thing here. Thank you all for hanging out with us. Like I said, we're not going to be here next week. We will be here the week after. So thank you all for hanging out with us. So in 2 weeks, come back here, same bat time, same